Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, Solar Swordsman here, and today we're back with another boss guide, this time for Aratra, the giant spider at the bottom of Scoffer Cave. Firstly, we're going to take a quick look at what items are going to be useful for this fight. Firstly, you want to be picking up the Venom Ring and the Venom Necklace, as this enemy does kick out quite a lot of venom and poison, and this gives you a nice build up for poison resistance, which is very handy, very helpful. Along this theme, it's also helpful to take the Poison Cleanse Potion and the Poison Resistance Elixir, as this again adds more resistance and gets rid of the poison or venom when it does build up, as if it builds up and you get a full bar of venom, it's going to tick your health down real fast, so it's best to be prepared for this and aware of it. Also, the boss is weak to fire, so I recommend taking a couple of fire enhancers in there. Coats your weapon with fire and helps you burn through the enemy a lot faster. Now we're going to jump into the combos of this boss. Let's get to it. Onto the combos. When you first enter into the arena, the big spider will come at you with a big leg sweep. You can deflect this and then follow up with 2 quick bite attacks. Now these bites are very fast, so you need to be on point with your reactions to make sure you hit both deflects and you don't get hit with the damage, as it will hit your stamina quite hard if you do so. The next combo we're going to look at is the 3-hit combo. So she'll come at you with a slower, more deliberate attack. It's kind of a slow wind up, so just be aware of your timing on this one, and then follow up with 2 quick jabs of the right pincer. Again, these are quite fast, so make sure your reactions are on point to make sure you hit both those deflects once again. She also has a grab attack. Again, this is very telegraphed and it comes up with that little music before you're about to get grabbed. You can easily dodge this to the left or the right. I always tend to go to the left, as I find it easier to get damage into the abdomen. And you can get a nice little combo in before she comes back around and tries to attack you again. One of the other major combos you need to look out for is she will wind up with her left pincer or leg very, very slowly and then come down at you quite quickly with this, and then she'll follow this up with a jump attack. Now you can deflect both of these attacks, and when she's finished her jump attack she will be stuck on the ground for a few seconds, allowing you to get some extra damage in. Also watch out for when she runs her leg across the back of her abdomen, as she will then throw venom shots at you. Deflect these or just dodge them. I prefer to tend to dodge them where I can, as I don't want venom to build up, but just be aware she will sling these venom shots at you during the fight. We're going to look at the 2 burst counters for this fight now. Now the timing for these burst counters can be really annoying, so if you don't hit them, just block them or dodge them, because they are irritating, if I'm honest. The first one we're going to look at is the grab attack. She'll come at you with both pincers and then try and grab you with her mouth and in between the pincers, so she can get a nice bite down. What I tend to do for this is when I see the burst counter opportunity come up, I step back, as you want to hit the pincers. Don't go in between the mouth and the pincers, as she will grab you. You want to take a step back and hit the pincers, as we're showing now. We're going to slow this down a little bit so you can show what we're actually doing, but we take a step back as we get that burst counter opportunity, and we're going to hit the pincers as they're about to grab us. The second burst counter is very difficult to time. I would recommend dodging this, as it's just a little bit easier. But basically the camera moves as it comes for a side swipe, and it's very difficult to see where the spider actually is at times. If you want to hit the burst counter, you've got to hit it as she's about to swipe you with that leg or pincer. Here we'll slow it down for you, you can see what we actually mean. You can hit anywhere on the pincer, the base or the top. I try to go for the base and stay close to it, as it's just a little bit easier to time. But as I've said, it can be difficult to time, so don't worry if you keep getting hit by this, just focus on dodging instead. One of the best ways to get damage on early on in this fight is when the spider comes at you with a big 6-hit combo. So this is 6 attacks followed in a row. If you manage to reflect or deflect the last parry, it will stun her, so you can get some big damage in. As we've shown here, doesn't matter too much if you don't hit all the rest of them, you just get blocks in, but you can deflect every hit. It's mostly important that you make sure you deflect the last hit as she does a little big leap towards you. This will stun her and you can get some big damage in. This is a good time to focus on the legs or the abdomen to try and cut them off. Speaking of that, you can cut both her 2 front pincers or legs off. When you do so, this will deal massive damage to her and stun her for a second. It will also make the fight a little bit easier. She will have less appendages to attack you with. I tend to focus down on the pincers and face her on most of the time, as it's easier, but if you want to circle to the side and take down the abdomen first, then do so. When you do take down the abdomen, it also reduces her chances of coating her legs in poison, and also firing venom shots at you. So that is a good strategy to do if you want to. With this though, halfway through the fight or when her health's getting a bit low, whichever part or appendage you've managed to cut off, she will start to climb up the wall to escape. When she does this, you can shoot her down with javelin. You can only do this once, but when she starts climbing up the wall, hit her with about 2 or 3 javelins and she will crash back down, allowing you to get some more damage in while she's stunned on the floor. However, she will quickly scurry back up the wall and regain her appendages. She'll go up one side of the wall and come out from the other side of the wall. So just be aware of this. We'll show this as you basically just spin around 180 degrees and you'll see where the holes come out. Now when she jumps at you, when she's regrown her appendages, she will do a massive AoE attack. I would recommend just blocking this, as it's going to take all your stamina off you even if you deflect it. So just block it or try and deflect it, but it will reduce your stamina. That will regain in time for you before she starts attacking, so don't worry there. Once you're at this point of the fight, her health's low enough, just follow the patterns as before, as nothing really changes in the fight and you should be able to take her down nice and easy. When she does scurry up the wall, I do like to take this opportunity to either remove poison, take our poison resistance elixir and recoat our weapon with fire, and from that point on it's nice and easy. It's got low health, take her down. You will get a nice armor set from this spider that does allow you to put poison onto your weapon from your heavy attacks if you are using a greatsword. So if you're using a greatsword, it's a little attribute to have with the poison from this set. However, if you did enjoy that video and it helped you beat Aratra, please do like and subscribe to the channel for more boss guides like this. But for now, have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.